One of my favorite things about teaching is that we get to be in the recording studio, which is one of my happy places. I get to share that with the students, tell them why it's my happy place, I guess, because of the whole collaborative effort that usually takes place in a recording studio between the engineers and the artists and producers, musicians, just everybody bringing their A game to a session. Nobody brings their B game to a recording session because it's going to be recorded and we're going to hear it forever, right? So I love to do this outside of teaching, in my studio. So I get to share that kind of inspiration with the students. So the passion that I have for being able to work with original music artists, producers, and musicians. We have 3 recording studios that they have access to. They have the commercial music students in the hallway next to us that they can use as talent. It allows students to gain experience recording, working with others, using professional recording equipment as opposed to something where they would be at home maybe with just a little interface and a laptop or whatever. Here, the opportunity is to be able to collaborate with other students that are musicians or songwriters, especially some that are trying to get gigs. So our students can record them so that they have something in their portfolio, recordings of their original songs, and again, recorded in a professionally acoustically treated studio with all this nice equipment that could be found in professional studios. I teach audio engineering 1 and 2, and I teach audio for video. Audio 2 is probably my favorite class because we're in the studio, we're actually doing the things, right? And we're getting to play with all the cool toys, and I'm showing them, when do we use a compressor, when do we use an EQ. So the studio is my happy place. So the fact that I get to show them and get them to experience some of that definitely is probably my favorite class. No offense to my Audio 1 students or my A for V students. In my A for V class, they're a little more advanced students. They've usually already taken Audio 3, so they're usually taking Audio 4 concurrently, and they are primarily mixing the streaming audio for our live performances. So when our commercial music students are performing on the Tom T. Hall stage, if we're streaming that, then the audio that gets streamed with that is mixed by my Audio for Video students. That's kind of a fun class too because it's a live performance. The musicians are playing live. It's a live show, so they can't rewind and fix something. It's like if it happened and you missed it, it happened. So you have to be on your toes. I like the live aspect because you kind of have to be prepared and anticipate what potentially could happen. And then sometimes we're surprised. And so something happened and we're like, oh, I guess we caught that or we didn't catch it. And that's real life. That's how it happens in the real world. I have students that are in here all the time. They're booking studio time and they've made friends with commercial music students that have their own original music. They book studio time, they come in here, and it's like anything in life, they're gonna get out of it what they put into it. So if they're in here working all the time, working with other people, that's valuable experience that they wouldn't be able to get if they were out on their own somewhere. I always encourage students, it's like, hey, go get a drummer and just set up some mics on the drum kit and practice recording drums, get good at recording drums, get good at recording vocals, just try different microphones, try different techniques. This is a safe place to make mistakes because if something doesn't work, as faculty, we're here to kind of go, okay, well, let's analyze, let's see why this didn't work and, what is the solution? There's no possible way that we can put our students through every possible scenario that they might run into in the real world. So that's why we try to get them in here and go, you need to do as many sessions as possible just because that way things will come up that maybe you're not prepared for. So then we can address those, your questions will come up or any kind of holes in their knowledge, in their skills. And this is the perfect place to reveal all that so that then those of us, the faculty can then help the students deal with these certain scenarios that you've come up with yourself. You've actually experienced them because you were in here working on projects with other students. it's a lot better if they're actually experiencing them in real life as opposed to me telling them a story about, oh, this one time in the studio, this happened. They can say, oh, I had this happen to me last night. Okay, cool. Let's talk about that. What did you do? How were you able to troubleshoot whatever issue you had? Also, when they're in the studios, we're here, we have our lab assistants, so they can come to us immediately and go, hey, I have this issue in the studio. What do I do? Okay, well, let's go in there and let's see what you've got set up. Let's see if we can analyze the situation and we can troubleshoot and come up with a solution so that your session will continue to go as smoothly as possible.